What I see with clients is that often one of the key things they want to do in retirement is to give time to charities, to Christian organizations, and use a portion of their time in retirement, as well as still continue to give money, but giving a portion of their time to, to mission, I guess, in some way or another, but either in the church or other external charities or Christian organization.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. That's definitely quite helpful. And then are there any kind of very simple ways to reduce inheritance tax, for example, in terms of an estate planning perspective?
Yeah, so inheritance tax and estate planning is an interesting one from a Christian perspective, because I deal with some people who say, I don't mind paying the tax. I think I should contribute. And to a certain extent, it is a matter of choice how much you contribute and tax with inheritance tax. Simple ways people can address things is giving. That's a very common one that people passing wealth down a generation. So younger people now haven't got some of the benefits that older people had in retirement provision, for example. Say that the days of defined benefit guaranteed pension schemes are largely gone for most people. So giving is one thing that we see, very, very commonly.
Looking at protection, because it's something that's not really spoken about as much, do you mind explaining what that is and how it could be helpful?
Yeah. So protection is really about ensuring yourself and your family against death or serious illness, basically. So making sure that, if you've got one of the family or both parents earning, then and they've got children particularly, then it would put them in financial difficulty if you lose one of their incomes or one of them gets seriously ill and can't work. So it is important. And there's various ways you can do that through insurance, life insurance, and critical illness cover and income protection, cover different things. As Christians, it's also a balance there as well, because, you can really insure yourself, to the hilt against everything. But there's also that perception that from Christian clients that obviously God is there and in control overall, but you still need to balance that with making sensible decisions, not just consider that, the Lord will provide it. It says that again in the Bible. It says that you should be considering these things and providing for your family. So yeah, so it's a balancing act, really, I guess.
And then looking more about how we can spend our money, especially as Christians, do you notice any differences between this? For example, spending on private school versus state school or any other decisions like that?
Yeah. So I think just one thing that I do see difference with is clients looking for ethical purchases in every aspect of life. So thinking, like supply lines of basics like coffee, and looking for fair trade. And I think that's a really important thing, a good foundation to have. It's often really hard in some particular things to look all the way through the supply lines, but that's definitely important. And private schools, things like private schools is a tricky one. So the Bible, they weren't around in biblical times, so the Bible doesn't say anything specifically about that. It's really a judgment call. There's no right or wrong answer. I think each client, if they want to, considers it and should pray about it, and just just work out what's right for them. And we can help sometimes with those discussions. I've had a few clients discuss, sort of the pros and cons of that and how it fits in with their overall situation and how they serve the Lord as well.